The autonomic nervous system is essential. These moments where we notice the shifts in our client. Babette says that at the very least, becoming familiar with the autonomic division of the body's nervous system is a must for those who work with highly distressed or traumatized people. So all of us. Grasping the ANS will provide key tools for both client containment and therapist self-care. And I'm going to invite you to see who's coming to mind. And really from next week, when you're working with clients, when you're with people, how are you noticing their shifts? Are they higher? Are they lower? Do they have a cry and then sit back? Can they notice this? So the autonomic nervous system, when we begin to notice and name, can bring a dual awareness. Babette Young mentioned this inner world. What do we connect with inside? This inner world is truly infinite and no way poorer than the outer one, and that man lives in two worlds. And Bezel himself says that the most important issue for traumatized people is to find a sense of safety in their own bodies. So we've got on one hand the benefits of these internal worlds, yet when people are traumatized, when there's crisis, we're not connecting with them. So the vagus nerve, you can give it a little bit of a massage if you like, sticking 2 fingers just behind the ear, just giving yourself a little massage there on your vagus nerve, right? So the vagus nerve, and I'm sure you know all about it, right? But I just really want to bring it in again around regulation. It's the chief neurotransmitter of the parasympathetic nervous system, where we begin to go down, yeah? 80% of its fibers are going from body to brain. It's sending messages to reduce heart rate. It releases anti-inflammatory chemicals. It's the social engagement system stimulated by the back of our throat. Remember when trauma happened, often we had no voice, we couldn't speak, we didn't speak. It helps with emotional regulation. All of our organs are connected to this. And of course, everything is wrapped in fascia. Everything is wrapped in fascia, this Wi-Fi signal, constantly going from high alert to where we may feel more safe, the parasympathetic nervous system. So when the vagus nerve is activated, when we teach our clients about the vagus nerve, and some of them are already doing this stuff. I had a client last week who he goes surfing in the sea in the winter. I live near the beach, really, about 20 miles. And he goes surfing and I explained this to him. He's the one who had that book, The Body Keeps the Score. Someone had left it somewhere. And he said, oh, what is that? Why does that make me feel better? And I was able to explain it because when he's in the sea, his vagus nerve, because of the shock that happens in the body, and then the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, his vagus nerve vibrates and regulates that's why he feels good. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. So it starts from really the behind at the back of the neck, going all the way down into the lower lungs. And this is where the breath is so important, because actually it is no miracle that when we say, so with our clients, and we just get them, especially with anxiety, breathe in, look away from them, breathe in for 4, exhale longer. When there are more nerve endings in the lower lobes of the lungs that are linked to the parasympathetic nervous system and the vagus nerve, so they help us relax more very quickly. When people are panicking, the breath is in the upper lobes. Up here, it's the sympathetic, the anxiety, the tiger's chasing me, the nerve endings are here. Just think of the clients who breathe up here, and what's that when they go into panic quickly. And there are ways of toning the vagus nerve, the humming breath in yoga, or the bee breath. I work with kids and do it like a bee. Chanting, singing, talking, the icy water, making the voo sound. Feel the vibration. It's a funny word, this, isn't it? It doesn't fit in yoga. It's voo, a yoga background as well. But it's not a hard sell, the breath. This is your own. If you are nervous about bringing the breath in, I need to just pop a little bubble on it, and I need to encourage you to just do it. I'm just sort of nudging you into the swimming pool, really. There's never been a better time to talk about the breath. Yes, we all breathe about 22,000 times a day. So we're all doing it anyway. It's not a hard sell to clients. It's not as hippie woo-woo as it used to be. There is a book called The Breath, which is one of the best-selling books in the world last year and this year. There is a World Breathing Day that takes place on April the 11th. You've got Lady Gaga talking to Oprah about how her breathing exercises help her with her fibromyalgia. You've got Harry Styles doing breathing exercises and sending people off to bed, and all these other Idris Elba and Lucy Liu on Headspace and Calm. Your clients have got the apps, or they can get the apps, or it can be free on YouTube. You've got this guy, Wim Hof, whose popularity went through the roof in lockdown. Great for alphas. Remember, he's good with the alphas. He's sort of, what he's really doing, he's teaching the world about the nervous system. Yeah, up, down. The reason he does this is his wife committed suicide. And that inspired him to do this work. And now he is with his narcissism, his healthy narcissism, with all the celebrities, with Rocky, he's on the BBC, he's with Orlando Bloom, Tom Cruise. It's another doorway to get people in, to get people into that moment where they begin to notice their spirit, their soul. His work is meditation and breath. So I'm going to encourage you to bring this into your work. And please remember that a regulated nervous system, this is you. What are you doing to balance yourself? Can balance other nervous systems around it without having to do or fix anything. You just being you. Because the autonomic nervous system is not simply autonomous, I can't say it, but it's regulated through our interaction with others. Think of people, I actually can see these people, I can see it on them when I see them walking or in a space, people who are just, they're not therapists, these people. They're just certain people. Think of people who you know who are that, who are calm.